Good morning. It's a dreary one, but come along and we will get our things done around the house, around the homestead, and getting our homeschool taken care of. I made some jerky today. We were running low on the snacks in the pantry, and I feel like the jerky really helps to satisfy that craving for something salty, so we'll get that going, and it'll be a fun surprise to my husband tonight. That is, if the kids don't eat it all first. I did a video the other day on frugal things that I do or ways that I try to stretch the groceries, and this is an example of just one of those things that I think of. Is I made the jerky and saw that there was still a good bit of the soy sauce type marinade that I have in the bowl, so I went and grabbed another pack of frozen deer meat from the freezer and stuck it in there to try to stretch it and get another batch of jerky out. The first batch was definitely better. I just wasn't sure about what kind of seasonings I should add or how much, so I didn't. But if you do that, you may want to consider boosting the seasonings a bit. My sweet little girl decided she wanted to be fancy and wear some earrings today, so we got her earrings out, and then she wanted her hair like mommy's, so we put it in a ponytail and we're feeling good. Still trying to do the clean mama routine. It's time to make the beds before we start our day, so going ahead and failing at convincing Rosalie to help me. She was not feeling it today. Then I'm going to knock out some laundry before we get going with our school day. And we're going to go ahead and feed and water our cows. The other day I posted a video about one of our cows getting loose. I mean, drama. Right now they are not in the pasture. They are closer to our house, so that's nice. But we walk the water over to them, and we take some hay over and some grain, and just a daily thing. But I like getting out and getting the fresh air, even on these dreary days, a day I might not necessarily choose to go out. So I am thankful that these animals keep me getting the fresh air and, some sunshine every now and then. And let me tell you, this guy right here, he's a great helper. He is a hard worker, and he's so much fun. And this little lady is our comic relief. My big girl's already working. Carter and Rosalie are going to watch some PBS Kids. Got 10 minutes before school starts. I'm going to see what I can get done. We're doing pretty well. So you may have seen on the grocery haul video a while ago that I got these cups for the kids. And I wanted to just see if we could use just one cup every day. And so far it's going well. It's been probably a week.
I don't want to show it because I want sugar. And you don't care if I have sugar.
A part of the deal with the cups is that the kids are supposed to wash theirs every day, so that has required me to teach the kids how to wash it because they usually end up using way too much soap. But sometimes I do end up washing it for them, which is definitely slowing things down on their learning curve on how much soap to use. So I need to be more consistent with that, but I like it. It's working. You'll see I do have several cups here in the dishwasher though, so it is better, but still working on forming that habit. I was really hoping to have gotten the dishwasher unloaded and loaded it back up, but as it turned out, there was chocolate milk to be made and cups to learn how to wash and tea to be made. So, I didn't get everything done in that 10 minutes that I was hoping to get done, but I did make progress and I did important things. Didn't waste the day, so that's good. Anyone's getting started on her math, but she likes to email her daddy from time to time, so she's going to go ahead and do that. If you're looking to cut costs with the rising price of groceries, I recommend swapping out some of that soda for tea. It is definitely a way to save. We use Zearn for math, and he's just about wrapped up his math curriculum for the year, so I have him starting today an activity on Khan Academy that's ready for 4th grade or starting 4th grade math or something like that. But it gives a pre-test on things that you might want to know before going into 4th grade, and then some activities and lessons to reinforce skills on things that you need help with. So I thought this would be a great way to kind of transition into 4th grade math and keep his skills fresh. Both Zearn and Khan Academy are free resources for math, and they align with the Common Core math curriculum. So if you think that there's a chance that your children might go back to public school, I would recommend using these so that they can learn the strategies and the vernacular that they're using for math. A lot of people won't agree with me, but I like the Common Core math. So going to public school or not, I think that the way that they are teaching people to think about numbers in a variety of ways from a variety of perspectives is helpful. I don't think you need to beat something over and over if a kid doesn't understand that way, if that way is not working for them. But I do think that it provides an opportunity for children to learn differently than maybe the way you learn, and I think that's important because their brains might just pick things up better one way over another. It's just exposing them to a variety of strategies, and I appreciate that. While they work, I'm going to prep our science. Today we are talking about shells. I'm also going to beg my toddler to come over here and play with these instead of distracting her brother and sister from their schoolwork. So it's kind of a twofer, right? We get to use it for science and then hopefully keep the toddler busy for a little bit so the other kiddos can focus. Debbie, if you're watching, thank you so much for sharing your shells with us.
Baby goes in there. Go with the mama. Goes inside there. I got some. Whee! Yeah, seashells. Yay! Ocean. Swim. Oh, I can see shit in this one. You will slide all the time.
What Rosalie does next really surprised me. Remember, kids are always watching and learning. I do not remember teaching her this.
I can heal it. Do you want to heal it? Huh?
Ocean?
Yeah. Do you want to heal my ocean?
So today in the Living World Encyclopedia, we are reading about the shore, so I'm really excited to have these shells to go with it. We'll be talking about tides and animals and plants that live on the shoreline. At low tide. If they dry out before the high tide covers them, they die. Many animals live in bands along the shore.
I don't want seashells to die in those.
So they have to find a way to try to stay wet, or they have to be tough enough to be all day in the sun.
Yeah.
We can always count on Rosalie to vocalize her connections. Before we did this reading today, the big kids did play with the shells themselves too, and we had our ocean books out from our book basket that they could explore if they wanted to. They were just kind of there, and if they wanted to try to look for things in the books, they could, or if they just wanted to focus on the shells, they could. I heard them talking about all kinds of things about making jewelry with it or making tools out of it. So they were already kind of really thinking about ways people might live who have the shells. It was just interesting to hear them have these conversations without being prompted. So don't forget to let your older kids explore too. I've got a 5th grader and a 3rd grader, and just giving them some time to explore, I think, helped them to make some deeper connections to the text we were reading today. Here I'm explaining tide to the kids, and on their clipboards they have a sheet of paper in which they are filling in some guided notes that went along with the text to help them to record the most important information and have an opportunity to draw a diagram here and there. We also looked in the book at the pictures to try to find some of the shells that matched. For example, we did have some mussel shells. We did not have a dog whelk shell, but we did see a shell that had a hole that looked like it was drilled in it, and we imagined that maybe it was a dog whelk that did that. Rosalie wanted to draw a picture of a sand dollar. Is that not good? I'm so happy for her. It's just a reminder to me to not underestimate our kids. Easy lunch for the win. Leftover pizza, and I'm gonna re-up on my coffee. And I forgot, my sweet son this morning had made me some breakfast. He saw on his calendar it was International Women's Day, but I really wasn't hungry at the time, and so I stuck it in the fridge. Well, here at lunchtime, I forgot completely about it and had yogurt, but that was very thoughtful, wasn't it? Don't worry, I ate it for dinner. Don't you hate it when the sun's shining and you think it's gonna be warm and you get outside and you're like, oh, should have had a coat. It is cold. Excuse me, please. Thank you. Thank you. Not too cold for these guys. So I'm in here doing dishes and getting my own YouTube fix, and I look out the window and I spy my kids doing something interesting. So do we think they're making their own shoreline? I don't know. Maybe. While they're playing outside, I decided to pop upstairs and quickly record a video. I'll put a link above. It is about making your own yogurt and the cost of that compared to buying it at the store, which is cheaper. What are you gonna do with all those books?
Read!
Okay.
It feels like this was the first one. Well, this is the first one, so... Oh! This is the one... This is the one that I did first.
Yep.
Mom, can I send to Dad real quick? He asked me how was my day going. I know what your response will be. Good.
What you doing, Rosalie?
Cleaning my sheet and cleaning my desk.
Thank you. When you're done, will you please pick up the trash and the markers and the game cards?
Hey, Mom.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
think I see that type of shell in your lantern.
Sorry. I didn't even think to look there for shells. How silly.
Done. This is all finished, all sliced, and all clean.
Please tell me I'm not the only mama who has to take a deep breath when kids are just doing kid things. Carter wanted to put this tent up in the living room, and it's really a neat idea. He loves it. He loves going in there and doing his work and playing, and it's just a fun new thing. Nothing wrong with that. But for some reason, something about it just being in the living room makes me crazy. But that's okay. How's the jerky?
From what I can taste, it's wonderful.
I don't know what should I do?
What's the problem? He knows he's going to have a chance to spend some money tonight, but he's running low on funds and he's down to his favorite quarter, his South Dakota quarter. Will he spend it or will he save it?
Drawing quest. No. I have a real easy one for you.
I'm getting ready to go to my daughter's basketball game and I may be wearing the opposing team's colors, so I better straighten myself out. Well, that's better. I think I can go. Are you excited to go to Sissy's basketball game?
Yeah! Hooray! I'm going to see the mommy.
She's got money to spend. What are you going to buy with your money, Rosalie?
Candy! I knew there's popcorn.
There's popcorn too? Well, you
Yeah.
can only pick one thing.
Why?
You ready? I'm interested to see what our gas prices are. No trophies today.
Yay!
Let's see. It is $3.67. It actually did not go up today. I was afraid I would drive by and it would be up another 20 cents or so. So I don't know if I should be thankful or not, but I guess I should. All right, this one's $4.09. It is up about 20 cents from yesterday. All right, so we went to 4 gas stations and 3 of them are at $4.09, which is a good bit more. I almost hit a bird, so if I was like this, sorry. But 3 of them were $4.09, which is a good bit more than what they were yesterday.
It went up at $1, didn't it?
I mean, it really was the low 3s. I want to say 329, 339, and now it's 409 in like a week. That's a lot. Man, that was such a fun game to watch. I played basketball one year when I was in 4th grade. I am not a sports girl, but I have been having a good time watching my girl have fun on the court. Well, we're back, and we're tired, and it's time to go to bed, so we're out. Thanks for joining us.